Here's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
He's got this to Pickens.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Now Jones looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now Pickett changing the play.
They'll try again with Jones. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Steelers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's early, but announce a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at this Steeler defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As Pickett lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 30 yards there.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Here's Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Looking to throw, Pickett. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Pickett sets up play action. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
And now it's 3rd down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
It's complete. What a catch at the 7. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Pickett now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Pickett. This one swung out here to Jones.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back.
He's got a man, complete. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That pass complete to Moore. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Mahomes throw complete there to Moore.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Pickett back to the air on second down. Well, Pickens pulls it in. What a play. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Pickett with a throw. That's caught by Pickens.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Pickett right back to the air again.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Sliding out of the... In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Over this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
This one is caught. It's Moore.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot, whirling in for the sack. A run by Pacheco on second down.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays. Got to have this one. Flush to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice.